Good morning, Unity. Hope everyone's doing well and is safe. Here's an opener to get us going. I got to set something up here. Hold on for 1 second. Hope you can hear that. You say, wanna get over what you gonna do? Watch the world go by in a corner, all alone. I know it's none of my business. There's something I need to say. Good to see you the way I see you. You start flying on your own today. Step aside and let your love come. Let your love show. It's a short ride down a long road when the rains come and the wind blows. Let your light shine wherever you go. Oh, this world ready and waiting for you to break on through. It's time to realize, to recognize you're the only one like you. Step on up, step into your greatness. And don't you be afraid. There's a place where you will rise up to. No one else could ever do what you do. Get out the way and let your light shine. Let your love show. It's a short ride down a long road when the rains come and the wind blows. Let your light shine wherever you go. Yeah. Get out the way and let your light shine. Let your love show. It's a short ride down a long road when the rains come and the wind blows. Let your light shine wherever you go. Let your light shine. Let your love show. It's a short ride down a long road when the rains come and the wind blows. Let your light shine wherever you go.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Memorial Day weekend. And I can imagine for most of us, our Memorial Day weekend plans aren't the same as they usually would be, with celebrations outside and being in parks and just being together. So, however you are celebrating this weekend, I hope it's a peaceful one and a loving one. So thank you for tuning in this morning. We're so glad to have you with us. So let's just begin our time together officially in the activity of prayer. So if you feel comfortable, just close your eyes and take a deep breath. Oh, and as we breathe, we just open our heart and mind to the blessing of coming together in community. And regardless of whether we're in person in our sanctuary on our beautiful campus or whether we're here in our homes connecting remotely using this wonderful 21st century technology, we feel the connection we share heart to heart. And so we just breathe into that oneness that we are, that we share. And we just feel our hearts overflowing for the spiritual community, Unity of Gaithersburg, that brings us together. We are grateful for this wonderful community. We're grateful for each of us as we are that community. And so as we close this prayer, let's just breathe into our hearts and feel the togetherness we are inherently, that is always present and always available. And so it is. Amen. So we have some transformational opportunities to share, as always, on Sunday mornings. And as a reminder, if you are not receiving our Friday afternoon online newsletter and would like to, just send us your email and send it to admin@unityofgaithersburg.org, and we will add your email so you can get that and hear about all the wonderful things that are happening right now. So for now, through June 15th, and we'll check in at that time, we are still suspending in-person activities at Unity of Gaithersburg. So remember to check out our Facebook page, our newsletter, and website to keep current on updates. And I tell you what, if you want to have some lighthearted connecting fun, tune in to our Wednesday afternoon Hump Day Happy Hour. We have just been having a riot, coming together and playing games and just connecting in that lighthearted, fun way that we do as a community. And Mike Vandy and Pam Mills have been our co-hosts, and they just are enjoying that and they want to continue for now. However, if you are interested in co-hosting, let us know at admin@unityofgaithersburg.org. There's always room for other folks to step into that host position. But join us. It's from 5 to 6 p.m. on Zoom on Wednesdays. And to sign up, just go to the event on our Facebook page and click going. And you can also email, again, admin@unityofgaithersburg.org to register. I'm going to continue to post moments of reflection on our Facebook page, so keep a watch out for those. And our Zoom community chats are continuing on Sunday afternoons from 4 to 5:30. And this is for those who'd like to come together to check in and have some spiritual conversation. Oh boy, did we have a great deep conversation last week. And I'm looking forward to this afternoon when the topic is going to be remembering and leaving our legacy. So click on the meeting link found in the newsletter or in the event posted on our Facebook page. See you soon. And I always like to remind you that we're still collecting pictures for our sanctuary, with the goal to fill every empty chair with an image of our dear ones. We're getting close. We've got so many filled, and it's so exciting. So when we fill our sanctuary, I can't wait to send you a picture of that. So if you are tuning in this Sunday right now and you haven't sent us your picture, we'd love to have your picture. So send that to, again, our admin@unityofgaithersburg.org address. SEE is happening. Our Spiritual Education and Enrichment Week is unfolding beautifully. It's going to happen May 31st through June 5th. And we've got folks that are enrolled from Hawaii, from Oregon, from Texas, from all over the country. It's going to be such a rich experience. So if you would like to take a Unity class with some amazing instructors, we have a very seasoned faculty. Please register now on our website, and check out our new video that talks all about it. I think you're going to love this. Don't miss this week of learning, growth, and reflection. All right, send me your spiritual questions, because on Sunday, May 31st, I'm going to be joining Reverend Kelly Isola and Reverend Ogun Holder on YouTube for our Sunday service. And the message that day is entitled Ask the Ministers. This is a very fun Sunday where we're each going to share our reflections on the questions you have sent us to answer. So if you would like to have a spiritual question answered that Sunday, send it to my email, and that would be minister@unityofgaithersburg.org. This is a great way to hear different perspectives from ministers in Unity, and will be our official launch to SCE Week. Thank you for your input, and we will do our best to get to all the questions we can. And lastly, mark your calendars for our next community meeting. We will be meeting via Zoom right after our YouTube service on Sunday, June 14th at 12:15. To RSVP, send an email to admin@unityofgaithersburg.org, and you'll receive the Zoom link that morning, Sunday morning on June 14th. Please join us. So now, center yourselves by taking a deep breath as we reflect together on the daily word. And today's focus is remember. And the affirmation is, today, I honor and remember the people who have blessed my life. I am thankful for the many people who have helped me become who I am through their teaching, guidance, and belief in me. I remember them in this moment and cherish their positive impact. I am grateful for the people who have shared their wisdom to uplift and support the world in which we live. We each have our own unique gifts and talents, and when we use them to forward humanity, we help to co-create a world that works for all. On this Memorial Day, I remember and thank the men and women who forged the way for me to live in a democracy, free to set my own course in life and make my own choices. I am grateful for their willingness and commitment to living a life of service. Today, I honor their memory with great thanks, along with all who have gone before me, leaving a legacy of love and courage. And from Philippians, chapter 1, verses 3 through 4, I thank my God every time I remember you. And now let us pause for meditation by hearing Jim lead us in the song, All Is Well.
As I close my eyes and the world disappears, I can feel my breath rise and fall. There's a light inside that dispels all my fears, and I hear a gentle voice calling, all is well, all is well, all is well. All is well. All is well.
So once again, let us take a deep breath and follow that deep breath with 2 more deep inhalations and exhales. And then as we return our breath to its normal flow, we begin to focus our attention on that movement, on that flow as it moves in and out. And as we do so, we allow our physical body to settle in to where we're seated and relax. Let go of tension and just allow ourselves to be, following the movement of the breath as it moves in and out. Helps us to be in this present moment and to shift our attention away from the busyness of the mind. The breath moves in and the breath moves out. We follow that flow. And if busy thoughts distract us, which is very normal, we just gently and compassionately shift our focus back to following the breath. And now let us begin to focus the movement of the breath in and out of our physical heart space. So now breathe into your heart and breathe out from your heart. Focus the movement of the breath in and out of your physical heart space. And begin to envision at the center of your heart a bright light. See at the center of your physical heart a bright light. And as you inhale into your physical heart space, that light becomes brighter. That light becomes larger and then fills your entire heart space. And now as you breathe into your heart, that light radiates out from your heart and then fills your entire body. And just begin to see every part of your physical body and filled with this light of love from your heart. Feel its warmth. And now as you continue to inhale into your physical heart space, it emboldens that light and moves it beyond your physical body, out into the room in which you are seated. It fills the entire room where you are. And moves into every room of your home. And notice that it intertwines with the lights radiating out from the people in the room with you. And as you breathe into your heart space, this light moves out from your home, out into your community. And as you continue to breathe into your heart, this light radiates out into our world. And as we envision this light breathing out from our heart to the entire world, we envision the lights of every human being connecting with our light. Our light connects with everything on our planet. Because we are all this light. And we are all inherently connected because we are all the light. And in this moment, we feel the joy of the oneness we are and the oneness we share. And as we move now into a time of silence, I invite us to bask in this light of love that we are, this infinite light that radiates out from each of our hearts, connecting us. This light represents the oneness we are. And so in the silence now, let us feel that deeply in our being, the oneness we are, the oneness we share in the silence. So we take a deep breath now. And we allow the light that we are to continue to shine. for the life essence we are that is represented by this light is always present. It is always available. It is the truth of each of us. It is the truth of our world. How grateful we are for this truth, for the oneness we are, the oneness we share. So let us take a deep breath together, feeling our heart connection. And so it is. Amen.
I move through my day, feeling lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my day, feeling lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. All is well. I move through my day, feeling lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. I move through my day, feeling lighthearted and carefree, knowing all is well. All is well. I thought I saw you the other day. This person turned to me and I looked away. Not the first time I've been surprised like this. May not be the last, 'cause I feel you are with me now, not some memory from the past. You loved your country, answered the call, did what was asked of you, and you gave your all. And if you could choose, knowing what you do now, of how your time would end, well, there isn't any doubt that you would do it all again. I've been walking around, staring at the ground, thinking this would do me in. Thought I'd just grow old, put my life on hold, till we got to be together again. But I've come to see what you've given me can never be taken away. Sure as I can be, you're watching over me. I feel it stronger every day. love runs deeper than it's ever been. Life holds more meaning in the state I'm in. I can recognize what I have today, oh, long before it's gone. And my love for you keeps shining through as night becomes the dawn. No more walking around staring at the ground thinking this would do me in. I don't have to grow old with my life on hold till we get to be together again. 'Cause I've come to see what you've given me can never be taken away. Sure as I can be, you're watching over me. I feel it stronger every day. Yes, I've come to see what you've given me can never be taken away. Sure as I can be, you're watching over me. I feel it stronger every day. Oh. Ooh.
That was gorgeous, Jim. Thank you so much. Well, although tomorrow is the official day, Memorial Day, today I would just like to honor those who have served in our military and have given their lives in that service. So if you have loved someone who has given their life in military service, today we honor you and your dear ones who have passed. For those of you that have served in our military, we honor you. We would have you stand if we were in the sanctuary today. Thank you for your service. We also honor those who have served and been deeply wounded physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally by the experience of war. Today can be a painful day of remembering our dear ones and the ways in which their lives were forever altered by war. So let us honor them in their journey today. And as we honor them, we remember them and who they were and still are. And so today is a day of remembering. And as I was thinking about this message today, I wanted to reframe how we remember, how we rejoin with our awareness of what's really true. Because I think it's important on a day like today that can feel heavy in our hearts to remember, to rejoin with an awareness of what's really true. There's a verse from Philippians 2:5 that says, "The memory of the righteous is blessed." And so, yes, we remember, we're blessed as we remember those who have served and who have moved on into another experience of life. And also, I want to kind of do a little metaphysical interpretation of that verse. When we talk about righteous or righteousness, we talk about the right use of something. And so the memory of the righteous is blessed, the right use of our memory, of our thoughts. When we remember with right thinking, we remember the truth of each of us and of the world as divine and whole. And when we do that, it blesses us, it uplifts us, it comforts us, because what we're remembering is that life is eternal. And even though the physical form goes away, the essence is never gone, ever. It isn't possible for life is always. And I like to talk about this when I officiate a memorial service, a celebration of life, about this truth. You know, in my traditional Christian background, I definitely learned about the eternalness of life. However, that eternalness of life was contingent on believing in Jesus as my Savior. You know, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Remember John 3:16. So life eternal what has not been a foreign idea, but once I found new thought teachings, it took on a new meaning for me. I thought about death differently because life is eternal because it is the essence of us all. We are all infinite life. We're all the same divine life essence. And that life, that essence, never, ever disappears. It never ends. And I think on a day like today that we can allow that truth to comfort our hearts and uplift us and inspire us. And as I was preparing this message, I came across a YouTube video from author and spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle. And he talked about what it means to remember and what it means to honor. And I wanted to share some of his thoughts with you today. He said, what you honor or love in someone is the life essence within them. For as we know, our physical form is short-lived. However, to honor is to release the concepts of what he calls the thinking mind, the ego mind, and see instead the true life essence, the divine identity that we are. Because what we know is that we can, in our thinking mind and our intellect, we can think that we're really separate when we're no longer in physical proximity to each other. But that's really not true. To honor is a sense of knowing another as yourself. When you honor that person, you recognize yourself. To honor another is to offer that recognition of our divine identity, of the life essence that we are and that we share. And that's another way to say the namaste. I honor and recognize and remember the life essence you are, that I am. To honor is to love, to recognize another person as the essence of yourself. What really matters is to know that essence within others. So ultimately, there are no others. To know that you are in all forms. I love that. When we honor another person, we're actually honoring the life essence in that person. In that moment, we are remembering the truth of them and all of life. So on this Memorial Day, we can remember what we are. Let this be a time that we remember, honor, and hold dear the sacredness of our life journey. Let us remember the forever life essence that is us, that is in us and in all forms. And that's what oneness is. Oneness is recognizing and knowing and claiming that we're all infinite life. We all share that infinite life energy, that essence. It is our divine identity. Let us remember this as we honor and remember our dear ones. And so another piece to this is that as we remember the truth of each of us, we can hold what's possible for our world, because our world is also that sacred life essence, that infinite life, because our world is us. Because what is the world other than another expression of life essence, the eternalness of the divine life that we are? Just like Eckhart Tolle said, you are in all forms. And that form is divine life. Oneness is. But wow, we can forget this, can't we? It seems like year after year, decade after decade, millennium after millennium, we still go to war with each other. Why can't we do better collectively? Well, I believe it's because what Mother Teresa said, we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Hence my shirt today. You can see that. We belong to each other. But we forget, don't we? We've forgotten that we are each other because we continue to see each other as the other. And the whole idea of oneness is lost because that we forget our nature, and the nature that we share is love and compassion. It's our nature to care. It's our nature to share. Peace is our true nature. But it seems that we still make the choice to go to war. And this war is not just on the actual battlefields around the world. Of course, it's that. There are battlefields wherever we declare war and struggle and conflict. It's a consciousness that we choose. And so where are the war battlefields in our own lives? And a good place to look is, where are we in strife? Where are we struggling? Where are we fighting something? Because wherever we're struggling, fighting, and striving, we are in an inner war, and we've forgotten the truth of who and what we are, what's possible, and the truth of life. Because folks, when we really remember, and I know when we have those moments, we have those experiences of really remembering the true life essence that we are, the divinity that we are, it includes all infinite possibilities. We don't forget that we are each other. Well, I have to tell you, I forgot this week. I'm just going to be honest with you and share, the heaviness of living alone and the pandemic and being isolated. And this week was my week when I just really felt it deeply. I felt weary, and I really forgot to be grateful and in my knowing. So of course, this talk is very timely. And one thing I will say about ministry is that when you do a talk on Sunday, you end up living it. Yeah. So here I am, and I'm in this heavy energy, and I go online and I see all these examples of people, sharing kindness and expressing their love and taking care of each other. And it's so heartwarming. And so I asked myself, what can I do to get over myself here? Being gentle, acknowledging where I was, but also not wanting to stay there. So I thought, where can I just go do a random act of kindness? So that's what I did. I extended to someone who I knew could use some support. And yes, it was helpful to that person, but I tell you what, it was transformative to me. It shifted my whole energy because I'd forgotten, the truth of myself, the truth of what's happening in our world. I'd gotten too much in my own experience, and I needed to expand my focus outward. And it made all the difference. The struggling energy lifted. Because, when we extend love, it's a balm to our soul. When we give it away, the inner conflict ceases. Because it's more about, it's that recognition that we belong to each other. There's a precept from Jesus, from Matthew. He says, put your sword back in its place, for all who draw the sword will die by the sword. So I'm going to metaphysically interpret that. Put your sword back in its place. So put the cutting words we use toward ourselves and others, the ways that we fight each other. Put them all back in the past, because that's their origin. Put them back there. And instead, remove that sword, this consciousness of separateness. See, the sword is the consciousness of separateness. Because if we keep drawing that sword, it will be how we die to living fully, joyfully, and peacefully. Because the consciousness of war never heals anything. It never brings peace to our bodies, our minds, or our spirits. Yes, war begets war, but peace also begets peace. Kindness begets kindness. Love begets love. Right now, the heaviness of the world can be so loud. All the outcry of continuing to wear a mask and adhering to physical distancing and the fear of the economy, it can all seem so real. But this is our time to remember what is real, what is true, and that's love, and that we are all the same essence, we're all the same life, and that we belong to each other. We are divine and we are whole. And that's what I think we get to remember today as we recall the people in our lives who have stood for our freedoms, the people who continue to work on the front lines in our healthcare system to take care of us, the people who give so much from their hearts because this is what they're called to do. And also all of us who are continuing to wear our masks, even when it's inconvenient and uncomfortable, even when your glasses fog up all the time. The people who are continuing to keep physical distancing to keep this virus at bay, even though it can feel lonely and isolating. Today, we remember. Memorial Day is an invitation for us to honor and remember to recognize what we are and to stand in that knowing in the midst of what we're facing in life. Whenever we're facing struggle and strife, we can pause and breathe consciously and do our best to choose to remember this truth, that you are, we all are wholeness in life. We are all love. We are all kindness and compassion. We are all peace. And that's a choice that we can make. And when we remember who we truly are, that we actually are each other, we honor our life by living it in our knowing of who we are and what we can do and be. So let's hold that for others and stand as one heart, one love, one peace, one life that's all of us. Let's remember that we're one. Happy Memorial Day weekend. So let's affirm together. I release any struggle and strife. I remember the truth of me, others, and all life, and that we belong to each other. We are one. So now is our time to give from our unlimited abundance and open hearts. And so for those of you joining us via YouTube, thank you for going to our website, our newsletter, to give your gifts online. And here is some prosperity wisdom from Celebrate Yourself by Eric Butterworth. We can never understand life's true abundance until we have changed our own attitudes by remembering the truth. Neutralize negatives, bless them, and project a flow of love, beginning each day affirming, this is a wonderful day, and I am a magnet for only the good in it. So as we give online, we affirm this offering blessing. Divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am so grateful.
Look into a child's eyes. Tell me what you see. Reflections of the hope and dreams of what we're here to be. 'Cause we are born for greatness. Everyday greatness. Born for greatness. Every day. That's right, we are born for greatness. Everyday greatness. Born for greatness. Every day. Every day. Yeah, yeah. There's a soul in every one of us. In every neighborhood. And I believe with all my heart, each soul is good. Each soul is good, 'cause we are born for greatness. Everyday greatness. Born for greatness. Every day. We are born for greatness. Everyday greatness. Born for greatness. Every day. Every day. Yeah, yeah. It isn't just the righteous stuff for all the world to see. We do great things every day, quietly, 'cause we were born for greatness. We are everyday greatness. Born for greatness. Every day. Yes, we are born for greatness. Everyday greatness. Born for greatness. Every day. Every day. Yeah, yeah.
Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, everyone. And let's just remember we belong to each other. We are one. All is so well. Bless you, and hope to see you today at 4 o'clock for our community chat. Have a great day.